quick to fall too fast to push away, away. I miss the warmth of your touch and your embrace. No one ever made me feel so safe, so safe. Slow down, don't forget me now. I don't wanna fade out of your memory. It's bittersweet. I wanna feel the sun. I put my Ray-Bans on. Yeah, I'm waiting for someone. Someone will never come. Wanna wait, wanna wait, wanna wait, wanna wait to get away. But I wait, but I wait, but I wait, but I wait for you.
Oh no! I popped in early. Better watch out. Oh, gotta move the camera a little bit. There we go. Alright. So, first thing I'm gonna do is get Sam's images up here. After we're gonna grab a wash at some point, maybe. So we got what? Black. Looks like probably Findersian gray. Probably. If not, it's pretty close. Pretty Findersian gray and then a little bit of white there. Probably do her up pretty nice. What's up, London? How you doing? Alright, so the first thing is today. Hey, what's up, Keelan? Dude, I'm surprised you're awake. I saw you talking to Genuine this morning before I clocked out. Yeah. Hey, thank you for following, buddy. Whoop whoop. Let's see here. I'm not very good at this commands thing. As somebody who's big in the community, and for you and in regards to you, this is a great way for me to make a good impression. Look at my dirty ass area. Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much did the same thing. I slept till about 12, so you must have popped out or went to bed later than I did. But yeah, I was watching Genuine work on that Scale 75 mini, and I was just like, A, I'm tired, and B, your leather looks too damn good. I gotta go to sleep, making me look bad or feel bad. So yeah, he's fun to hang out with though, cause he sounds cool. I'm a big guy for like accents and stuff, so I like listening to him talk, which is pretty cool. What's up, Poshtar? Or Poshtar? Poskatar? However you say it. Well, we're going to work on some assembly. I'm actually meeting with Austin tonight from Death Ray Designs because we're going to take some photos of these little bros. And we're going to get them prepped. What up, Jason? We're going to get these prepped for photography and have some images go out tomorrow and Friday in preparation for the Celestine paint job we're going to do this weekend and the giveaway. So hopefully going to have some pretty snazzy photos taken, and you guys get to see these in their proper glory since this camera doesn't do them as much justice. They're a little subdued on camera. In person they look a little bit better. Which is why donation goal is going to be getting a new camera, because this one's getting the job done, but it ain't perfect, you know. So, yep. Jason, did you see that post on Facebook, man? If you didn't, get hyped. I'm pretty stoked. Does it see that? There. So basically, we're going to be getting this guy assembled and prepped. Plus some paint. Good old Malanthrope. This is, actually probably should have put it in the title. This is actually Blunden's model. He is my first commission off of Twitch. And, I'm feeling pretty nervous about it, because the only person's stuff I've worked on live is mine and, Wheels McCripple. But Wheels has been a 5-year-long commission client, so you know he's used to the quality, and we have a good rapport. So I'm never too worried about doing work for him, other than just mental stress about making sure I provide good quality. And this will be a new experience here. Hey, shh. Don't judge me. I'm sort of trying to work today. Well, it's a preview of the giveaway model for January. Still in the box. Fresh. Just came in. And Key Lime, I think they were talking about the Malanthrope in chat yesterday. I think they said that his points went up. He got a points increase or something like that. So, what's up, Jabba? Yeah, there you go. We are working on a Malanthrope for Blunden. Air quotes on working here, because we're going to see how he turns out. I can already tell there's going to be a lot of masking on this little bro. What up, what up? Joe, I should, if you're at Austin's, I should see you tonight. I'm planning to... Ooh, that ain't that nice. Anyway, I should be at Austin's this evening, taking some photos. With them of Valdis and Greyfax, and then, you know, bugging them about doing some image stuff, so... Let's see. That's, that area right there is not particularly good looking. Huh. You got me on that one too. I haven't kept up with the tile stuff. I've heard they're in desperate need of some updates because they're not doing that well. So I've heard. But in all honesty, I don't follow like I used to. Do more of the paint thing these days. Okay. So let's get some of this flash off here. I don't know, I haven't heard anybody really talking about playing them. All I've heard is people saying that they're not particularly good right now, but you know the internet. We'll see what happens when they get their codex versus index. Probably gonna be pretty ridiculous. Yeah, and see, I'm not in any of those groups. I'm just talking to more local guys. We don't have a big Tau community, so. But they were a lot more popular last edition. I don't think I've seen anyone locally play in Tau since 8th edition hit. What up, Kinar? What up? Saw you popping in for a little lurkage. I thought I got that. Oh, wait, I did not. Come on, thank you. So, Blunden, something to consider on this since this is your model. Yeah, and see, tabled is the Tap Garrison's resident chronicler. He keeps up with all this stuff way more than I ever could because he games more and he likes this stuff. So I defer to his knowledge. And he seems to try and be pretty unbiased about it. Anyway, Blunden, on this model you've got in the reference image you sent for what you want it to look like. All the underside of the carapace is like that icy blue kind of sort of color they're going for. I have an idea for the carapace with the black. We'll go with a really light edge, and we'll do I'll probably do, where's that paint I had? I think Fenrisian gray carapace scratches or whatever, and then probably come in with a light edge, almost white on top of that to give it like a two-stage thing. The question really is, for his little orifice here, that'll focus, and these little baubles or whatever, these little sacks. Do you? Ooh, there's actually. Oh, that's pretty gross. Look at this shit, guys. I mean, this is my first time hanging out with this or looking at this model. Look at this. Look at this. There's a fucking hand. There's a. That looks like a hand trying to like reach out of a sack. What the hell? Yeah, there's a little thumb and the fingers. Can you guys see that? There's a hand. One thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Yeah, there is a hand in his sack. Wow. Interesting. And there's one. There's a hand here and a hand there. What does he do? Eat people? Huh. Anyway, Blunden, question is, what do you envision for these little sack things and stuff? Because this one's not quite as straightforward as the image you sent. Because this one has all these little deals. We can do the ice color if you want, and that's fine. But if you have other ideas, let me know. I mean, I'm going to be a bit on assembly, and then I'll have to take a quick break to rinse the guy off, make sure there's no mold agent on it, or release agent. So you have time to think about it. But food for thought. And since it's your model and I'm live, if there's like something you want to see or ideas, let me know. We'll whip the model around, discuss it, and figure out what you might like for those details. It pretty much looks like he's eating some guards. I always like working with Forge World stuff, though. There's one little spot on this I wasn't happy with from the mold, but not enough to really complain about. But it's always cool seeing their stuff because you don't see it very often in person, so it's nice to work with. It's one of the reasons why I really want to work on their Forge World Horse Heresy character series, the Primarchs, for the most part. Some of the other ones are cool too, but you don't see them very often. And, you know, even with the cool new Primaris HQs and stuff from GW, which I think look fantastic, and I want a set of them. Just 150 for 4 models is a little bit steep for me these days. You know, even with that, you see them everywhere. Even if you put an awesome paint job, it's still the same model on, you know, all these tables. So with Forge World, it's really cool because you just don't see it much, and it's not like, haha, it's exclusive for me because I am cool. I mean, yeah, you know, there's some of that, but it's just, it's a different degree of cool factor to these sculpts, and I dig it. Plus, I don't know, something about touching resin. Let's see here. It almost looks like they just used a little bit of a purple wash. It's a carapace. Visualizing here, the black I'm seeing, the icy color I'm seeing. I don't know, man. I almost think a flesh color there. It's like the sacks are busting out of his seams with like a fleshy color. His little carapace is down here. Just go like that, yeah. If that's actually gonna line up, you gonna line up for me? No. Did I have it the wrong way? No, I have it the right way. What are you doing here, guy? So you need to be in. Okay, hang on. Let's get that out of the way. That might explain why that's not lining up. Okay. Well, I mean, it is your model though, dude, you know, so, I mean, if I do the fleshy stuff and you don't like it, you know, I can fix it, but I'd rather get it right the first time, you know what I mean? So, but I'm looking at these little tentacles and stuff, like these right here, and those might look cool in a fleshy color. Maybe, I don't know. It might look stupid. I think it'll be cool, but I don't know. I mean, if it's not going to fit with the army, because then, you know, you're going to have that black carapace here, this icy blue, and of course this tail would be icy blue-ish. And those little sacks. Where's his head? Let's go back to that image you sent me. This is interesting. People are probably like, we didn't come in to see this bullshit. It's like, well, you know, this is where I would normally be sending you emails back and forth. What do I got for purple over here? Pink. Let's see. Echimas. Okay. We could try, let's see, because his head has those tentacles. Let me try and fade the Echimas in. I don't know, dude. This might be one of those I end up kind of playing with it and seeing if I can get something close to what you want. And if you like it, you do. If not, we'll fix it because it's different. To be honest with you, this is my first Tyranid. I've painted a lot of Space Marines. I've painted a lot of Guard. I've painted a lot of Mechanicus, Sisters, basically Imperium stuff, and then Chaos. This is my first Tyranid, actually. Let's see, was that Caution Reptiles? I think I got your name right. Yeah, I think that's interesting. It's a little nerve-wracking, honestly, because I'm on stream and I'm supposed to be a professional. And it's like, do it right! Make these people see you're awesome! And that's where my brain goes, but then in actuality, and from my paint process anyway, a lot of it's just kind of trial and error. You go, and if it doesn't work, you fix it, which early on in my paint career, I struggled with that, but now I'm to the point, like, if I want to do it, I got to do it, you know, and you just got to try. So you guys kind of get to see the things I'm doing. Pink. Yeah, and see, those tubes are leaning more towards a fleshy color, like a pinky flesh. What is that? That's fairy tale flesh. Let me blow that picture up real quick. Yeah, and it's still got the blue accent, so I could do... We could do a little bit of pinky purple fleshy. I think that, honestly, dude, I think I'm just gonna play around and see if I can get something close. It may not be a perfect match to that. We'll see what I can come up with. Now the question is, yeah, I think we masking the piss out of this model. Yep. Probably gonna be doing some hand painting as well. Okay. Okay. Here's his fancy dancy base. Pop it up in a second. We're gonna get some of this stuff off. Another thing, if you guys ever watch me do this, I'm a very not particularly safe painter. If you're shaving, which I'm cutting, but I'm not like sanding, but if you're ever sanding resin down, wear a respirator. Do not inhale resin dust. It's not good for you. So, there's this little base. And I guess it's got a little clear rod that goes in here. Where's this mount on him? I guess it goes there. Okay. Yeah, I see now. So it's gonna go up in here. Like that. Okay, so we probably can get away with not using the short ones. What we're gonna do, give me a second. While we're working on him, I'm gonna go ahead and glue a peg down. I'm using the small one from your kit, and we're gonna glue it to a base so that I can actually put him on it and work on him and not have to worry about any other stuff. What's this little flight stand, or towel stand? The towel stand! Once the towel stand decides it wants to cure up. See here. Might leave him apart. Let's keep getting these things off though. These little dibble dibbles. Little dibble dibbles. So I will actually have to dip out early. Yeah, Java, like when I airbrush, you're correct. Anyway, I might have to dip out, well, not might, I will have to dip out early today, guys. I'll be leaving around a little after 4. I'm meeting with Austin. We're going to be taking photos of Valdis and Greyfax, which I did mention at the beginning of the stream. I may not have mentioned the time. I have to meet him by 5. And we're going to take photos and then try to get some banners made for Facebook, try and promote the Celestine paint day at the end of the week. So we'll see what happens. Well, a cheeky nib, but yeah. Good old Blunden. By the way, I called you Sam earlier. I kind of forget. Hope that didn't offend you that I used your name. I had just looked at your email for the reference link you sent, and I was like, oh hey, his name's Sam. And I started using it. It looks pretty cool, pretty cool. And I'm not very quick on these things, but funnily enough, for the sound, I got a little sound that does that. Okay, so we got that part done. Look at those beautiful hands. Well, I tell you what, Mustang, coming up sometime soon, I will be painting Aramon. He'll be in the Free Heresy red scheme. It probably won't be the right shade. I'll probably screw it up, but we're gonna paint him. He looks really cool. He's one of my favorite Chaos characters. But that's mostly because the Thousand Suns feel like, I don't know, cool. They aren't super like tentacles and dicks and spikes, and you know, they're not Slanesh basically. So I really like them. I like the Egyptian aesthetic as well, so we'll be painting him up at some point. He's got little fingers. The Malanthrope has fingers. Okay. Alright, little Tyranid. He will be a giveaway, yeah. He will. I gotta start doing some non-Space Marine stuff, though. I was getting some feedback last night from Tabled Noob and his group, and I agree. It's a little tough right now because, you know, finances for these giveaways, which is why the donation goals for December, January were for giveaway models. The donation goal for Greyfax was $100, and we hit that goal. But I actually covered Celestine myself, and Wheels McCripple donated Valdis. You know, so you know, getting a hold of the Celestine stuff costs whatever. But yeah, at some point I'll be doing more than just Marines. The downside is a lot of these, you know, the kits where you can get some of these cool models that are semi-affordable for giveaways, they're always Marine kits, you know, like the Horus Heresy stuff, Marines on Marines, you know. In some of the other box sets, it's always got Marines in it. Now you could get the Xeno side of those, so there's no excuse for me not picking up some of those at some point. You know, but point is, just Marines are in like 50% of everything, so they're just so much more popular and easier to get a hold of, you know. Yeah, all your credits. Well, I've also, on my wish list, I've got the 40k Airman listed and Karn the Betrayer, because I'd like to paint those too, but this is the pre-Heresy one. I probably favor the pre-Heresy one a little bit more because it's not quite as crazy looking. That's been my big issue with Chaos. It's not just some of their fluff that I don't care for, like the man bang kill, which is, to be honest, not much different than Space Marines, who are like, purge the heretic, death to the Xenos, you know, that kind of bullshit. You know, so it's just different perspectives, but I think it's just a lot of it's aesthetics. Like, if I played Chaos, it would be pre-Heresy or, you know, a light Chaos, which, fun fact, I'm working on painting, well, assembling right now. I'm waiting on some bits from Tabled Noob to finish up my Fallen unit. I'm thinking I might do a count as Fallen army, or just start small and work on this Fallen and use them in some games, get the battle reports flowing on the stream, and make it a community effort where people can pitch in if they would like, help the Fallen grow, and the people who do that will be able to name some of the characters, you know, HQs or sergeants, you know, tanks if they're commanded by something, you know, fluffy things, so that those games can be really fluff driven, because I'm not a very, I won't say I'm not competitive, I do play within the rules to win, but I'm not going to build crazy OP powerhouse, you know, dick in the dirt list, you know what I mean? So I favor the fluff, and then using the fluff in the game within the rules to win, you know, to have fun. Basically the rules are there to give us something to do with our cool models. Well, see, now Mustang, I've done Necrons before. I painted up Vargard, Oberon, and Nimisor Zandrak, I think was his name, maybe. He had a big staff. Orc would be cool. I want to paint a big mech. I think that would be a lot of fun on stream, because I could do a little bit of flesh on the face, And they got these cool big armor plates. I can weather him, chip him, put some blood gore on it, you know, and do his base. And I mean, he's a fucking orc, so he smashes shit. You know, so that's kind of what I would like to see. In with Tau, I would like to do a Crisis Suit Commander. So I've actually got the 50 mil base from Austin to mount the new Crisis Suit Commander on. So let me grab something here. So Java will be semi-pleased about this. I've got this as a giveaway model to build and put together. This is one of the Space Wolves from one of those little 2-player starter boxes. So I don't know if his name's on here. I'd have to look up this guy's name. So I mean, I could do a Storm Boy. I think the thing with the Big Mech is it's a big model, and I could do a lot of different things, and you'll see it really well on stream. Storm Boy's a little bit smaller, so there's that. Let me see here. There you go. That should make you quite happy, sir. So, I've got him. I just gotta get around to actually painting him up on stream. Okay. So this is gonna go like this. Let me bring up Forge World's website here. And let's see, this is a Malanthrope. Let's see if I type that Malin. No, of course I've already fucked it up. It's M-A-L-A, not M-A-L-E. That is why. Oh yeah, and I try not to be too conceited, but I'm gonna tell you, dude, your paint scheme's gonna look a heck of a lot better than that Forge World one does. Okay. Come here, little bits. Come here, little shits. Come here, little bits. Don't be little shits. These do look slightly different. It's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I think we shall leave. Okay, you get a little extra gunky dunk in here. We need to bring down. I'll probably paint it in the 30K. Of course, 40K colors might not be bad either. It won't make as much sense because that's a version of him from 30K. But I mean, who gives a shit really? I mean, it's 40K. You know, you either like the model or you don't. I'm usually pretty close to fluff, but you know, who's to say that's not him when they change their armor color? But his armor's not quite adapted yet. He hasn't. It's before he started changing all the way, different stage, different timeline, whatever. Enter X fluff to suit the paint scheme that you would like, So blue or red really works. So I'd think about it. I haven't done too many blues on stream. Yeah, it depends. I usually build all my stuff first. It just depends, motherfucker. It just depends on the sculpt really in question. Some of them are easier to get into, some of them aren't. So some things I leave off, some things I don't. Let's tap this a little bit. No. And I'm running light on glue too. I've been undergluing lately. Not doing quite enough, so things are snapping.
Hello.
So, what up, Bailey?
What's up?
How was World of Warcraft?
Whew.
And speaking of not World of Warcraft, how are you feeling today?
I'm better. 100 times better.
Do you know what made you sick last night?
Burrito. Mm-hmm. I had to take apart my entire keyboard and clean it.
How did you, like, not know you were about to explode?
So originally it was a burp.
Oh my
and God. It kind of just came out of nowhere.
You're just like, burp, burp.
Yeah, what's up, Mustang? Yeah, no, it was bad.
Your dude's not gonna get mailed today. I have to meet with Austin and get photos taken of Greyfax and Valdis, and I also need to do my live stream. And I wasn't gonna have time to do everything I need to do, so I shall get him out ASAP.
That's alright, dude. Take your time.
And if I think about it, because you're getting the battle box, so you're getting him plus his war beasts. So I think I've got an extra rule book because these didn't come in the rule book, but I've got 2 of them. I'm probably gonna send it with you.
Is it an extra rule book, or is it your?
Yeah, it's an extra rule book. I've got 2. They're small.
Okay.
They're little small rule books. They're like this big. They come in the starter boxes. This one was just the models. It didn't come with the extra stuff. And that's there just in case because you can the starter boxes are like $40, and if you and your brother want to try another game, those are mostly designed to fight each other. So if he liked another faction and you wanted to buy him, spend $40 to buy him one, you got another little mini game you could play. It's not a full-fledged army, but I really like that game, and it is a lot to throw at you sort of at the beginning because you're just starting 40k, but you want a free battle box, so for $40 basically your brother can be playing with you as well.
Thank you, good sir.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. You are welcome. Well, you want it, but you're welcome. You getting any painting done today?
I gotta be at a PT here in about a half hour, but after I come back, I'll be doing some painting.
The infamous physical therapy.
I have the sorcerer dude I gotta do, the psyker, and then that's it. Other than the poxwalkers.
Time to start expanding.
Yep, time to spend more money.
Have you thought about what faction we want to lock down, or are you just going to continue with Death Guard and Ultramarines?
I'll probably just keep going with Ultramarines and Death Guard.
Well, if you're doing Ultramarines, a next good step would be to pick up an HQ, a named HQ maybe, if you just want something different to paint. Calgar, Cassius, Tigurius. Pretty good.
Let's take a gander.
Sicarius. Now, if you get Cassius, I would recommend getting the Death Watch version of him and use him as a Countess, because that model looks way better. Looks way fucking better, in my opinion. Wee. Alright, so probably leave those 2 arms off.
How's the Primaris Apothecary?
I think he sort of helps keep like one guy a turn alive or something. I don't own one because I personally, I felt $35 for one of those was a little steep. All 4 of the Primaris HQs are on my wish list, but I am a poor bastard, and $150 for 4 HQs was a little bit much for me. Your mileage may vary, so. Alright. Yo, London, I think I'm gonna glue his head on upside down. What do you think of that? Just kidding, I won't do that too. A Java, I think that's what has transpired, sir.
Yeah, that's what happened, Java.
Did he puke on his shit?
Not only my keyboard, but all over my paints and stuff as well. So I had to make sure all my paints were closed tight, and I had to all wash them, and it was bad. It was a bad day yesterday night.
Well, you know, as shitty as it is, at least it was a one and done, and it wasn't like coming profusely out of your butthole. To be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. I rather would have had that than actual vomiting. It's not I don't.
Did you vomit more than once?
Nope, it was just once.
Yeah, so at least you were doing that, and you know, well, I guess the cleanup probably sucked, but I mean, you could have been like on the shitter every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which would have been annoying.
And no, I was miserable yesterday after that happened.
Java Suko, the Dark Imperium box set comes with an Ancient and 2 Lieutenants and a Gravitas Armor Captain. It does not come with the new Primaris single HQs, which would be the Apothecary, the Chaplain, the Captain, and the Librarian. It does not come with those. Oh, he's making fun of you. He's talking about you vomiting on your models not being a way to strip them, I think. Unless he's talking about me gluing them to the sprue. Okay. He looks like he's about to drop like a dope rap album. Just like, yo dog, what's up? Alright. So, what I think we're gonna do real quick. I've been live for an hour? Really? Doesn't seem like it. I'm gonna take a quick AFK for a couple minutes, and we're gonna rinse these off, wipe them down, make sure there's no mold agent on them. That way when we start airbrushing, the paint and stuff's not flying off. So, I shall be right back. Bailey, if he chooses to talk, will still be in Discord. You will hear him, but not me.
I'm actually gonna take off. I gotta go get ready, so I'll be back in like an hour.
No, well, yeah, not too long after you get back, I'll be leaving, but I'll be here for a little bit while you're here.
Alrighty.
So, yep. All right. Well, since Bailey has to leave, I forgot his PT. You guys will be able to talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna fill up the "Be Right Back" screen while I rinse these guys off, and then we'll go from there. So, be right back, fellas.
Yeah, you too, man. Bye, chat. Have a good day.
Look at you guys getting your fluffy banter on. Nicely done. You want to perish to Zich? So we got this guy rinsed off. I'm just trying to dry him. You guys came to watch, right? Not only do you watch paint dry, now you're watching water dry. Good job, sir. Good job. This is one of those times where I need to get myself a blow dryer in here. You'd think as a hobby guy, I'd have one. We'd think wrong, wouldn't we? And they say I'm a professional. What kind of painting professional does not have a blow dryer at his station? This guy! These guy does. These guy. So the guys hanging out in chat today. I'm not sure if all of you guys are part of the Taps Garrison Facebook group, but if you're not, I encourage you to check us out. I posted a little teaser today for something that came in the mail. Some of you guys who are viewers who have been here for a little while, you know kind of what's coming. But I encourage you to check out that Facebook group and look at the preview for January's giveaway. Because the model is in and I got the little teaser box up. You guys can kind of see what's coming. End of December, I'll be painting Mortarion. And I've got his model right under my desk. I gotta build him, of course. But he's here. He's here with me. There we go. Come here. Oh, faithful. Now the paint scheme for that model, we'll have to see what it's actually going to be. I'll have to do some research on that. Yeah. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. We're gonna step away for just a moment. Be right back. This is what happens, folks. You will get dry model. I promise. Yeah, I see that water on you. It's probably like super loud. So now the real question is, did I blow your eardrums out? Probably. Like 5 people just left like, fuck that shit. Alright, so let's try this. I actually have no idea how loud that was for you guys. So, am I doing my hair? Yeah. Now for real, how loud was that Java? Because I can't tell. Was it super loud? Give me some feedback, because if it's super loud, I'll mute it. If it's really not that big of a deal, I'll leave it. But if that's loud, I will actually mute the stream, because I don't know. So, I'd rather not blow your eardrums out. TBH. Fill me in, people. Yep, doing my hairs. For reals. What is Nightbot doing? Whatever. Looks like we might be out of music for a little bit because Nightbot's being a little shit again. Alright, so here's what we'll do. I'll mute the mic. Actually, then you won't be hearing. Let's just reduce the sound here. Hey, there we go. So turning volume back up to normal. That should be about where my voice normally sets. And these should be relatively dry. Should be okay. There we go. I think we got Nightbot working. And sometimes it does this stupid shit. And yeah. As soon as I'm done using the, hairdryer, the music works. Should be nice for you guys to hear that instead of the hairdryer, but it is what it is. Alright. We got our sound back. We got a dry model that was not melted. We're good. No melted model. Though, the little container did fly across the room. That was not a fart. I was filling up this little water bottle. Alright. Let's grab a glove here. I think what we're going to do, we'll probably do the carapace last. I think we can get away with that. And we're going to have to come in and try the fleshy bits. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, let's get a reference photo here. Alright, so let's open. There we go, let's just download that picture. Original. Open. Please don't crash my OBS. Thank you, because I need you. Right, bless you. Alright, so we've got. It looks almost like a bone color with blue wash over it. So if we do maybe ancient bone, where are we at? Ancient bone, a little bit of white, maybe skull white. Okay, this is the process to go through, guys. Like skull white. Yeah, I think once I put that blue wash on, it'll be good. Yeah. And we could come in with something for a highlight. Man, we're gonna be mixing colors for sure. It's gonna be a lot of color mixing going on. All right. Time to prime. Make my life a little bit easier here. So we're gluing his little tail to a piece of sprue brick here so I can twirl him around easier. There we go. Helps when you're not out of paint, right? Tail primed. We've got all that done. Cool. What do you mean? Oh, I get it now. Goddamn. Trolls. You got me, sir. Let's actually get that out of the way, because that one is going to be the actual mount. What is going on? Give me a second. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot what's going on with my spray pot too. So what's going on here? Alright, spray pot, what's the problem? What's the problem here? Give me a second, I'm not even gonna put the AFK screen up. Let me dump this real fast. See if that fixed the problem. It's giving me a world of trouble. So, let's come in here with some bark. Too much came out. Alright, hang on. Checking the phono. Checking the phono. Yeah, London. Look at that nice color. That nice orangey brown. That's what you wanted, right? Well, my whole area is always a mess because I'm a cluttery shit, so. Helps when you have paint.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Ukla the Mock, thank you for the subscription, buddy. I really appreciate it. It's so awesome to have you guys being supportive. That's fucking super motivating, super cool. Makes me excited. So excited I'm gonna screw up this Tyranid. Right. Blondin doesn't need a good looking nid. It's okay. Well, I appreciate it, man. If you decide to get, or if you decide you want to share some of your work with us, you're welcome to. Stream, Discord, Facebook. Trying to build a community, so always down to see what you guys are doing. This is also preliminary because I'm not sure how this is going to go once I drop a wash on it. I'm just going to have to tinker. That's what I do. I think we might actually go into some straight white on this. Where to put? Oh, there it is. Of course, it's not pushing any paint out. Why would it be? Why would you do this to me? Why? Why, airbrush? Well, it's spraying. It's just taking a while to get it out. It's shadows. I'm trying to create a transition, a shadow. Yeah. Because we're going to drop a wash, and I'm hoping that that's going to... And like I said, it's a lot of experimenting. It's kind of what I do. I'm hoping that it'll give us a little depth. Or some, I don't know, Tyranid looking... grimy something, I don't know. Sometimes I just gotta do stuff and see how it goes. It's weird. It's hard to explain. And I'll watch this time, I'll be like, I did this, and it won't work, and they'll be like, that looks like shit starter. Would not be the first time in my painting career that I've had to fix things. But based on the paint scheme you wanted, I kinda gotta try and see what I can do. It looks like they did a bony flesh color. Not flesh color, bony color underside, and then washed it. So we're gonna try that. Let's see what we can do. Basically creating a couple of different spots with color and transition so that when I wash, it creates a nice little gradient, almost like a glaze. Which actually that might be what we use. We'll see. And some of this brown you're still seeing is going to get covered up anyway. All this brown right in here, that's going to get covered. I was just trying to get shadows in here. But yeah, that's going to be where the fleshy stuff is. So yeah, that's going to be gone. I feel like you say nice, but in your brain you're like, oh shit, buckle up. About to see this thing look dumb. Dumb. The question is, where's my Gilliman glaze? Yeah. Just hoping it turns out well. And that's a lot of commission painting. I mean, every artist at some point is going to paint something they've never painted before. You just got to, go with it, And hell, even if I had painted a Tyranid before, I may not have painted the Hive Fleet or paint scheme you requested, So it's gotta see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to put up the AFK screen for just a couple minutes. I got to grab my Gilliman blue glaze, and we're going to test a couple of blue washes and glaze things in a couple of areas and see how it looks. See if we can get close to what I want, and then we'll lock it in and drop some washes. So be right back. Alright, I am back. Nixian99. This is a Malanthrope from Forge World. So it's going to mount with its tail like that, and this guy kind of like that. I'll give you a pretty good idea what he's going to look like. He's going to have a head that sticks out the front and little hands that hang down. So I'll give you kind of an idea. Actually, you know what? I could just not be lazy. Here you go, buddy. I forgot I had this up. That's the actual model I'm working on here. It's just not completely together. Alright, so... what blue is that? Actually, damn it. Give me one more second, fellas. I've got Sapphire Blue from Secret Weapon, Gilman Blue Glaze, and I've got Drake and Doff, whatever, Nightshade, somewhere over here. There it is. These are the 3 blues I've got. Yeah, I think it's a neat model too. It's also my first Tyranid on stream, first commission client on stream, and I think my first Tyranid I might have ever painted for commission. So, we're going to test on some spots right here and see if we like it. First of all, let's just put a couple drops out here and see how dark this is. Okay. Alright, that's a tealish. Let's try Drake and Doff. It's more dark blue. I got a theory. Let's try this. Now, let's test this on this spot here. Not too far off. Let's do... Alright. Okay, so... Alright, that was a 1-to-1. Let's do a 2-to-1. 1, 2... drops of that. And we were doing a 2-to-1 on this, so let's do. So we've got 6 drops, so it would be 12. Is that? I think that's pretty close, so yeah, let's stick with that. So let's do. What's up, Krieger? How you doing, buddy? How's your World War II models going, man? You thought I didn't remember. I did. I know. I try and follow what you guys do. What happened here? Nice! Well, I am very excited for you, buddy. Very, very excited. Alright, Blunden, moment of truth, buddy. Moment of truth. It's not the exact same shade, but it is bluish. Ooh, nice. Mustangs look cool, man. I love airplanes. Definitely share some photos of that, dude. Thank you, thank you. Well, the person I'm really worried about liking it is Blunden. It's his model. Yeah, just let him in. Guys guys are gonna hear Nathan here in a moment. He's gonna be walking in. It's not quite the exact color match blending, but I think it's looking pretty close. And I'll show you part of why I put that little bit of brown down there. I'll show you why, because we were trying to replicate what the reference image had. I know you're here. Oh, you're fine. Well, I have to leave early anyway, Blendon.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Can I say hi?
Well, yeah, they can hear you already.
Okay, what?
Yeah. So Blendon, in that picture of your little bro, on his left arm, if you zoom in, there's a little hint of like bone or brown. So that's kind of why I mixed that color in, trying to get something similar to that. That is a wash that I mixed together. I used Drakendorf Nightshade and Gilliman Blue Glaze. If you grab that top thing without breaking shit.
Thanks.
Yeah, that would be preferred.
You guys
Oh, he just sat down. And grab your shit out of it. That guy, obviously.
Can I take this guy? Would that be okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's yours.
Oh, this one is yours.
Yeah, give me a second. We'll grab your other dudes too, so let me get this washed down.
I'm gonna take this Terminator guy too while I'm here.
Negatory.
What about this this guy right here?
Oh, that's yours too. Yeah. I forgot those in there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All these are gorgeous.
Yeah. Let me finish this and we'll.
I just wait. I don't get out of your way.
Well, you're not really in my way, but yeah, you're fine.
Oh, this dude's so good.
Nathan in chat is Hyraman. He's the one that Javasuko trolls all the time.
Yeah. I also live like 30 seconds from here.
Yeah. He also lives right up the road. I know I'm repeating him. I know you guys can hear him. So. How was work?
It was alright. Not too busy, which is nice. Judge barbecue. Okay.
You gotta order the pork chops and grilled fish, Mom.
Please don't order that.
It's the best thing they have. It's the best.
Not. It's just really frustrating.
It's the best thing on the menu. Nathan said so, Mom.
Go on. You're
Is it? Are you saying the grilled fish and the pork chops are bad?
No, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying it's not the best thing on the menu.
What's the best thing on the menu?
Man, I don't know. Chicken pie is really good.
I do like chicken pot pie.
Barbecue's really good. I hope you enjoyed it. We got a special going on for Christmas. It's 5 pounds of barbecue, slaw, and buns for $54.99. It's a lot of food. It'll feed about 20 people.
Wow.
So, it's a lot.
I was impressed.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Nathan was probably the one who cooked it, Mom.
I probably was. To be realistic, probably was.
I don't eat barbecue much. I'm not a real big barbecue person.
I just like food.
Who's Gilman?
That's mine.
That's yours?
Yeah.
I can't wait to pay him.
Yeah.
About 10 years.
Yeah, and the paint job I want to put on Gilliman, I'm considering doing non-metallic metal gold. So yeah, that will quite literally take me 1,000,000 years.
How much longer you got?
For streaming?
Yeah.
I'll have to dip out in about an hour.
I meant for me.
Oh, yeah. Let me get through this tail.
Okay.
Wow, you got things you gotta do.
Yes, I'm actually kind of rushed.
Where you going?
I help my mom.
Okay, yeah. Give me a second. Let me fix this.
Yeah. I got my friend in the car. We're gonna go help my mom move some furniture.
Oh yeah, might be.
Yeah,
So.
we just gotta get done before my dad goes on third shift, so mom's not watching the kids right now. My nieces. So. Not trying to rush you. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine.
I walked in. It's like, here you go, Bob. Thanks. I gotta go. I'm on a run. So,
I don't know what is what on this shit.
I do please. Okay, that's the Space Marine. Oh, actually, it looks like the Bell guy there too.
Yeah, you're supposed to get the HQs. I don't know which one, what the bits are to cut them.
Okay, so that's the bell and the sergeant.
Hey, Nixian 99, thank you for the follow. That's not it. Yeah. That should be that.
Yeah, that's it right here. Yeah.
There you go. Have fun.
For the Emperor!
Time to go use bloat drones now.
Yeah, 4 of them.
Were you in chat yesterday when I talked about the next army I'm considering doing?
Which one are you doing?
Dark Angels.
Dude.
Well, Fallen Angels specifically, and what I'm thinking of doing is making it a community thing, which sounds cheesy because it gets other people to help build the stuff or supply it, but doing a thing where if people on my stream that want to support want to help fund the army, they'll get to name characters for the parts they fund. So like if someone's like, hey, here's a predator for your army, and I'll be like, what do you want to name it? And if I use or name the captain or sergeant of it, whatever, and then if I use it on stream, you know, or in a battle report, I will refer to that tank by the name they gave it, you know, or sergeants, you know. And if you're like, hey, I want to donate a chapter master, you know, and it'll be like, you know, brother Captain Nathaniel, which seems kind of cool, you know.
Sure.
Or if that, you know, if you didn't want that name, the only thing I'm not going to do is if
Well,
people...
definitely not Nathaniel because that's not my name. But...
Well, yeah, but I was thinking like if you were trying to make your name like royalty or something, because they're all like knightly.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to do like, you know, someone's like, I want to name that brother sergeant pussy pounder. Like I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. Yeah. But to see it, you know, if it starts small, cool. If it doesn't go anywhere, cool. But I figured it'd be a way to like people to interact, see me paint the stuff on stream that they've helped, you know, supply and craft, and they have like an influence on the fluffy thing that I'll be building. And that'll all tie in with being able to work with Cypher, which will be really cool because that model is dope.
Are you keeping him?
Oh yeah, that Cypher's mine.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, I've got one for giveaway too, it's just not built. But yeah, that one that I put 9.5 hours in and didn't finish him is mine. Yeah.
Oh, he's already looking badass. So.
Yeah, yeah, I'm very happy with him. I showed Amanda the models and I showed her Valdis and Greyfax, and she's like, "Oh, those are cool." And then I showed her Cypher, and she goes, "When can I win this one?" I was like, "That's my model."
That was funny. You really kind of bumped her.
Well, whatever. I told her she could put it on her shelf, you know, but I may have to come requisition him for the Great Crusades.
I dig it.
Yeah.
That's everything, sir. Thank you.
You are quite welcome.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Oh, I need the bell guy too, don't I?
Yeah, have fun. I don't know what all the bits are, that's why I didn't snip them.
Shit. Okay, I don't have time for that.
Wait, don't cut it now. You can get it later.
Yeah, I'll
You
see it
want
later. Mom's like, can't wait to see this already.
Yeah, so you picked up the, what, Lord of Contagion?
Yes, just Lord.
Okay, yeah. So, we'll get this bell guy later.
Here's your subs back, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'll take the bell guy later.
Yep.
That's frustrating. Not your fault. I'm in such a rush. I'm just like, ah.
Oh, dude, you're fine. I mean, it's not like you were going to use him today.
You know that Cypher looks gorgeous, right?
Yep, thank you. He's going to be badass, too, when he's done.
Yeah, he is.
And then someone's going to be like, how much would you charge? And I'm going to be like, there's 25 hours of labor in there. Yeah.
Alright, man. I'll see you later.
Laters. That's Higher Man, everybody. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Let's see here. Sorry, I missed some chat here. My bad, my bad. Well, thank you, Krieger, if you're talking about me. I appreciate it. I did not just start, though. I've been doing modeling. I just started streaming in August. I've been doing tabletop stuff since 2010 and professional commission painting since 2012. And if you ever look at my my work over the years, you can see how it's progressed and improved. It's been a constant, you know, sliding scale, so to speak. What'd you say, Mom? Something's badass. Oh, well, trying. I'm glad you guys think so. Is it my voice is lagging? The stream's lagging? What kind of lag are you getting, Java? What? It probably is. I didn't know it was there. Okay. Actually, sorry, let's make sure. Amanda did message me. Okay. So this will look like that. No. That when it's mounted. That's weird. I'm not sure, man. It shows my output is good. What is it doing? Take it up. Take it easy, Krieger. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure what's going on. If some people are seeing it fine and some people aren't, I'm not too sure, fellas. I don't know. Okay. So what we're gonna have to do is wait on this wash to dry, though, before I can move on to the next step. Which is going to be oh so entertaining. Oh so entertaining. Yep. I mean, that's not perfect, but I think that's pretty damn close. I'll come in and I'll put some flesh down in these little spots. And put a little wash in there, that'll look good. Yep. Try and get these tentacles looking good. Probably have to hand paint some of that. So I'm only going to be able to airbrush. Actually, I might have to hand paint all those tentacles because I'd rather airbrush that. Make that look good. And I'm not going to be able to do both, really. So... yeah, it might be. Yeah, he's gonna look real good once we get that black on there too. Real slick. Real slick, sir. Real sleek. Come on, wash. Dry faster. I want to progress. I want to progress, sir. I want to progress. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Testing. No singing. I'm talking. Saying hello to the Bob. Yeah.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you. Mr. Nathan has picked up his toys.
That was fast.
Yeah, well, he was coming by, or coming towards his house, and, you know, he lives 30 seconds away, so.
Well, at least he doesn't look like a stalker trying to break into your house like certain other people do.
In a trench coat with a pocket full of needles.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an amusing day, though. So how are you doing, Bob?
I'm doing well, sir. I hope you are.
Doing pretty good. Try not to panic over this guy.
Panic? Why would you panic?
Because I've never painted Tyranids, and he has a scheme that he has like an icy undercoat on this, and I've kind of just been winging it. Figure out what I want to do. He seems to have responded well in chat, which is good.
I'm not sure what that is, other than a giant bug that I need a can of Raid for.
Yeah, it's Malanthrope, so he'll look kind of like that, which you'll see in a second. He's gonna have a couple hands that aren't glued on, and a dangly head coming out of the front of it. That's about how he's gonna sit.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, the blue is the part I was working on. The rest of it's not done. So we're gonna do fleshy colors next to the blue, and then make it look like little sacks that are hanging out. But I need that wash to dry so I can start masking. The best part of painting, Bob.
You mean your 3.5 hours of masking
Yes.
for 4 minutes of painting?
Hey. It's the things you sacrifice for quality. I wonder, is that going to be too bright?
You know, I really hate people that pad their shipping costs to make up money on the model.
eBay or Bartertown?
eBay. Somebody is selling a Wraith Lord for $20 as the starting bid, which is not a bad price, except he's charging $10 to ship it.
Yeah, that should be like 7 something for priority mail.
Yeah, because it's not a big box. It's not heavy. It should be $7 and stuff. And hello, Mr. Javasuko. How's the legal department today?
He's in great form, to be honest. I was spraying earlier, and I was like, it might help if the airbrush has paint in it. And he goes, would you say that you were, what was it, putting in dry time or something like that? And I was like, God damn it, Java. Technically, I suppose you're correct. Technically. So you know, you've now supplied Nathan with his 4th drone. Much to the dismay of everyone else in the world. Hey, Blunden, if you're there, what were you thinking on the base? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know.
It's a very rocky base.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be concrete, and I'm thinking if he's down, I'll probably do some snow patches on there, because since he's got this icy blue color, some like rubble with snow might look good. Working on world domination. Okay, Pinky in the brain. Yeah, dry run. A dry one's what he said. Yeah, Nixie, and I think snow will look good too. This will look like concrete, kind of, sort of, and rubble, rocks, whatever. I think snow would really fit well with the icy blue he's got going on. I just want him to like yay or nay it, because this is his model, so, you know. I don't want to prep for something and him be like, nah, that's stupid. Take it off. And I'll be like, okay, don't be mad at me. Have fun with the child. The downside, Blunden, is I got about less than an hour and I gotta dip out. Java's wait, Nixian, are you the one that's sharing the Tyranids in the Discord? Oh,
I can't sleep tonight, knowing I might wake up alone tomorrow.
oh, okay. I was kind of confused because we got a guy in the Discord page who's sharing some bright green Tyranids, and I wasn't sure if he was talking about you, if that was you. Okay. This guy's still taking his sweet, sweet time to dry. I'm about to pull out the hairdryer again. I think that's what we're going to do. Hairdryer, go! We're going to mute the mic real quick, fellas, because I'm going to use the hair.
I can't breathe, I can't sleep tonight, knowing I might wake up alone tomorrow. I can't breathe, I can't close my eyes, 'cause there's a feeling somewhere inside.
I heard that, Wheels. I heard that, Wheels. Yeah, Java, I used some of the sprue to glue them on so I could paint them. Clean them, paint them. And he's a rap star. He's like, what's up, what's up, what's up? That's what he's talking about. And then, same thing on this. Snipped it, cleaned it, and just glued it here. This is a model where I really just didn't want to have to do this in stages. Or have to do too much masking or whatever, so... which this piece we're not going to be able to do a lot of what I want to do on it, because that one's just going to have to be hand done, unfortunately. Pretty skilled to hear text. Dude, I got text to chat on, man. Better watch out. That's what we do. Okay. So, where are my sculpting tools? The one that I like is this one. Wheelie Wheels, King of the Trolls. That's his name, folks. 'Cause he'll troll you if you're not careful. You gotta watch out for the wheelie. He'll run over your toes. That's his words from yesterday, not mine. So I may be trolling, but I'm not insulting him. I'm not that guy, folks. I'm not that guy. I do like the idea of calling him Wheelie. That cracks me the fuck up. Wheelie Wheels! Yeah, come on. Okay. Nixie, and this is Silly Putty. And it works fantastic. This one's got a lot of use on it already for masking, so the adhesion's a little bit less than what I would desire, but I haven't been to Walmart yet to pick up some more, but it is actually really good for masking off models. Because it's got generally low adhesion. It's not going to disrupt most of the paint. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt to get it to stick where you want. but generally you're going to do more damage to the model with what you're touching it with than what it will do. So that's why I like to use it. And I'm not actually like sculpting. I'm using sculpting tools to mash this in where I want it, but this is just masking, basically. So I'm going to spray over the silly putty. What up, Zilla? Okay. Now for the real fun stuff. I did a cloak on a model recently. It didn't turn out bad, but my sculpting capabilities are pretty poo-poo. I think with some practice I could probably do alright with some things, but gotta have the time to do it. Nope, silly putty.
Using the silly putty.
Turbo, that is exciting and also disappointing, buddy. Like, you've been waiting so long. I expected you to be slinging paint already. That's slightly frustrating. I gotta imagine you're not very pleased with this wait time you've had to endure, buddy. I know I would be impatient as shit. Be ready to get my toys. It's like Christmas, except you bought your own stuff and they took forever to ship it to you. It's always frustrating. Yeah, dude, that's cray-cray, man. I'm quite envious. I'm excited. Things pick up hopefully next year, and I've got a couple commissions that are big next year from Wheels and Jason. So if other monetary things are compensating as well, I'm looking at picking up some more paint next year and a couple new airbrushes. But the airbrushes I'm looking at are expensive. But very excited. I want to try some new ones and, you know, get a little bit more well-rounded with my knowledge. So looking at an Iwata Eclipse, which is not terribly expensive, but I'm also looking at a Harder and Steinbeck Evolution and Infinity, I think are the names. And then I'll have a pretty good representation of the airbrush companies under my belt once I get those, and I'll be able to tinker with them. But you know, you're looking at $200 to $300 per Harder and Steinbeck and about $140 for the Iwata Eclipse, so it's gonna be a while. Yeah, yeah. I kind of figured you and Jason would be tabled noob for you guys that don't know. I figured you guys would be keeping my ass busy. For people who don't know, pretty sure Turbo's talking to Wheels, not to me, because I know Turbo makes a fuckload more than I do. He's trying to get into doing some live stream painting of miniature cars or scale model cars. They got model cars, not miniatures. I guess they are miniature, sort of, but I think scale is the proper term for them. Scale miniatures, model cars. And he's looking to stream some of that, and it makes sense. I'm sharing some of your life here, Turbo. He does like car work in real life, you know, painting and fixing and stuff. So he'll be doing it on a small scale with mini or models. So makes sense. Also, one of my active supporters hangs out and stream all the time, and he streams video games. I have played PUBG with him. I haven't played in a while. I've been just busy. I hadn't really winded down with PUBG, and plus usually when I'm done streaming he's asleep, goes to bed early like a good old worker. But he's pretty good at that. I'm poo-poo. I ain't too good at them shooters, not one bit. I'm good at screaming at him. You like watching me scream like Wheels does. Let's mash this down in here. Bring it around. Bring it around. Cram that in there. Bring it around. Ooh, I was actually spot on with that already. Messed it up. Good job. Okay, I think we're probably about as good as we're gonna get. Whatever's not perfect washes will hopefully get in there and rectify some of it. Alright. Let's bring up that reference image again. And it's got... Okay, let's zoom in here. So this is a very pinkish flesh with like a little hint of purple. So... Okay, so I'm not sure if I like that flesh for that. What else do we have over here? Let's see. Might do a little mixy mix here. So it's got a little hint of purple. Let's do to everyone watching, there's no real rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm really experimenting on this guy's stuff right now, so bear with me. Ooh, about fucked up. About fucked up, AA Ron. About oversprayed on something that I didn't want to overspray on. So, Sith is trying to get an adventure going. If you guys are familiar with the channel or aren't, on Tuesdays I paint miniatures live and give them away, or a miniature live. And this weekend I'm going to be painting up Saint Celestine, giving her away live, as well as Grandmaster Valdus and Inquisitor Greyfax. So, if you would like to enter those, you have to have credits to buy tickets. Well, you've been earning credits for hanging out in the chat. You can use the adventure as a way to gamble what you've earned and try and earn some extra, but if you fail in the adventure, you do lose what you wager, so go in at your own risk. It is kind of fun and entertaining, especially because some people seem to always die on the same adventures and not on others, so very entertaining. Okay. But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Well, he does play Blood Angels, and I'm pretty sure they've also, had their little tiffs with the Space Wolves, so maybe he's trying to stay pure. me just a second, fellas. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Alright. Got a little time to mix up just a little bit of wash before I gotta go. I should probably need a little bit more than that. So we got 4. That would be let's see how this wash looks on this guy's face.
It's more than emotion. I feel I'm never gonna stop. 'Cause I'm falling deep, I guess the pressure's built right up. With all this desire I've been carrying around, feeling elated, I don't wanna come back down. Here I am, there you are, don't wanna stop. I know, you know it, I can feel it. All the tension rising up.
Yeah, I think that's gonna look real good when we get that black carapace on there. Yeah. Yeah, that gonna look pretty daggum cool.
I can't imagine what I would even say. This has become a passion that is changing me. We're speaking a language that no one understands. Far from the surface, I know this will never end. Here I am, there you are, don't wanna stop. I know, you know it, I can feel it. All the tension rising up, so much it hurts. We're saying
Well, Blunden, here's a problem. When I'm doing one-offs, I have a hard time remembering how I did everything. So, yeah. That's why a lot of times when I do stuff, if I don't do it all at one time, they look slightly different every time I do them. Because I kind of just go. It's kind of my art style. I've started writing stuff down, but I haven't wrote anything down for this one. So, yeah. For posterity's sake, so you know now, 2 drops of this to 1 drop of this, and I believe it was 2 drops of matte varnish from Liquitex mixed in for every drop of that went in. And then I mixed in a little bit of flow aid as well. So that's the big thing. If you get down colors on the carapace you like. And the carapace is like bone up to like a white. Well, here's the problem. We're almost done with the fleshy bits and the underside, other than like highlights and stuff. The carapace will be easier. Like, this is the hard stuff. And then that black carapace on the top, yeah. Getting some cool ideas here. I like it. I like it. And we'll have to come in and I'll have to hand paint these tentacles as best I can to try and mesh in with the flesh. It shouldn't be too bad. So we're gonna mount right there on both sides of the sacks. Yeah, so I'll come in and I'll paint these tentacles a different color, flesh, wash it. I'll come back over. This little bro has some tentacles. I'll repaint those and wash so that they'll have a similar color to those tentacles. So they'll match up. So you have two different colors of flesh. And yeah, I think that's gonna be. I think it's gonna look good. Probably come in here and paint these little teeth spikes that are coming at them. We'll paint that like a brown bone color. We'll wash that up later. Let's see what we got. This ought to be good. Nah, I ain't converting from Marines, buddy. That's my main bros. So, but with that being said, fellas, I'm gonna have to give you a little spiel and then get ready to roll. I'm actually running 5 minutes late already. So, for those of you guys who are hanging out and are lurking and aren't familiar, every Tuesday I paint up a mini live stream and give it away Coffers on the minis are running thin, so I'm going to have to start looking at some other options for procuring models. But right now, doing stuff. Wednesdays, I generally work on commissions or something personal of mine while we hang out and stream. So hopefully tomorrow, if I'm not busy, I'll be working on this guy, and we'll see if I can wrap him up. If not, it'll be next week before I get to finish him. This weekend, we're going to be giving away Grandmaster Valdus, which is my left hand here, and Inquisitor Greyfax, during my live stream Saturday night, the 2nd, we're going to be painting up Saint Celestine and giving her away. If I don't finish her Saturday, the stream will carry over to Sunday. That's what we're going to do. And Greyfax is going to be one of the models to give away. Valdus is going to be top donation. Celestine obviously will be given away with her retinue. Retinue will not be painted, but the winner will get it. And then I'm going to give away $100, over $100 worth of Death Ray designs, terrain, and stencils, so that you guys can set up your own models, or your own table and stuff like that. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to have to pop off because I've got to actually take photos of these guys to do advertisement banners for this weekend. So I encourage you to hit that follow button and invite your friends. If you happen to get any friends to follow the page, definitely have them give you a shout out during one of my streams when I'm live, and I'll go ahead and give you some extra credits. So I'm going to have to go though, so I will catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.